Welcome to the Community Connections Vendor Product Tutorial. Your customers will have the power to choose the products they like in different variations, build their own bundles, receive extra items when they make a purchase, and build their own custom products. Unleash your full potential by offering your customers digital products, physical products, appointments, memberships, and paid events. To create a product, click Products. Now, click Add New to create a new product. Next, check Downloadable if you want your customers to download your product, like music or a video. Check Virtual if you want to provide your customers with a service, like virtual assistants or marketing. Check Ticket to provide tickets for an event. And check Catalog for physical products. Next, select the Product drop-down menu and choose your product type. Select Simple Product, a single item with no variation, like a white shirt. Variable Product, a single item that comes in different variations, like a shirt that comes in white and black. Grouped Product, a group of items that you build for the customer, like a shirt, hat, and pants. External Product, requiring the customer to click outside your store to make a purchase. Simple Subscription, a single subscription with no variation, like a coffee subscription. Variable Subscription, a subscription with several options, like a diaper subscription for size 2 or size 3. Appointable Product, such as an appointment slot. Product Bundle, for groups of items customers can build themselves, like buy one get one 40% off. And Composite Product, such as an item with paid add-ons. Next, enter your product title and price. If you've chosen Simple Subscription, enter your additional pricing options. These include a sign-up fee, an optional fee to be charged at the start of the subscription. The sign-up fee will be charged immediately, even if the product has a free trial and even if the payment dates are synchronized or set for a particular day. Free trial, an optional period of time to wait before charging the first recurring payment. Any sign-up fee will still be charged at the start of the subscription. Subscription price, billing interval, and period, such as $10 every 2 weeks. Expire after, where you automatically expire the subscription after a set length of time. This length is in addition to any free trial or amount of time provided before a synchronized first renewal date. And sale price, which is an optional discounted subscription price. If you want to schedule a period of time for the product to be available for purchase, then click Schedule and enter those dates. If you've chosen External Product, enter the URL and button text. The URL is the link to the external page where customers will go to purchase your product. The button text will be shown as a button in place of the Add to Cart button. Remember, your affiliates will not receive any commissions through the e-commerce platform when your customers purchase external products that are listed in your vendor's store. You can select whether or not your product is taxable in the tax options. Currently, all vendors who select taxable will automatically receive from their customers the standard California tax rate of 7.25%. Now enter your description. Your short description will appear next to your photo in the product page between the price and the Add to Cart button. Your general description will be shown in your product page's Description tab. To embed a video in either location, click Add Media, then click Insert from URL. Then enter your video URL from YouTube or Vimeo. Next, upload your product images. The large image will appear first on the product page, and the small images will appear underneath the large one. Now select your product categories. Your selected categories will appear on the product page and on the sidebar in your vendor store. If you don't see your category, feel free to add one. Simply click Add New Category. Type in your category name, select the parent category if there is one, and then click Add. If you have a product catalog on Facebook, select your Facebook product set. Otherwise, you can skip this box. A Facebook product set is a subgroup of items within your Facebook product catalog. To select a product set, you will first need to connect your Facebook account. To connect your Facebook account, click Facebook for Marketplace, Connection, and then Get Started to be taken to Facebook's Connection Wizard. After you've completed the Connection Wizard, you'll be returned to the vendor dashboard. Click the Product Sync tab. If you have connected to Facebook successfully, you'll see a Sync Products button. Click the Sync Products button and the vendor store products will automatically be uploaded to Facebook. Change the settings like exclude categories and exclude tags according to your needs. Now add your tags and catalog visibility. Product tags are descriptive labels you can add to your products. Popular search engines can use tags to get information about your store. You can add more than one tag, separating them with a comma. Your tags will appear on your product page. To choose how your product is visible, select the drop-down menu under Catalog Visibility and select an option. Shop results will allow your product to be visible along with your other products in your vendor store. Search results will allow your product to be visible along with all other vendors' products in the platform-wide product search results. Select Hidden if you wish your product not to be seen in either location. In the next part of this tutorial, you'll enter your product options. Feel free to fast forward to the options that apply to the product types you have chosen. Now it's time to set your product options. For catalog mode, select Disable Add to Cart to remove the Add to Cart button, and click Hide Price to hide the price of your product from the customer. For the Appointable option, set Duration. This determines how long an appointment lasts. The actual duration units can be months, days, hours, or minutes. You can delegate exactly what time the appointments can start inside Availability product options. Interval. Select intervals when each appointment slot is available for scheduling. For example, if your appointment lasts for 2 hours, you can set the interval of available slots to 15 minutes. This way, your customers will have the option to schedule an appointment every 15 minutes. When they do schedule it, 2 hours will be booked out and slot intervals of 15 minutes will start after that. Padding time. If you need time to prepare for your appointment, before or after the appointment, you should use padding time. This time is not calculated into duration. It is not visible to the customer and only applies before or after scheduled appointments. Lead time. Choose how much time in advance you need before your customer schedules an appointment. For instance, if you choose 1 day, customers will not be able to schedule an appointment within 24 hours before it takes place. Scheduling window. Choose how far in advance are customers allowed to schedule an appointment. For instance, if you choose 1 month, customers will not be able to schedule an appointment more than 1 month before it takes place. Requires confirmation. Check this option if the appointment is required to be approved by you or your staff before being confirmed. Rather than take payment at checkout, the customer will input their details and submit it for your approval. After you approve it, your customer will receive an email with an optional payment link inside. Can be canceled. Check this option if you want the user to have the ability to cancel their appointment. After selecting the option, you will see two fields that allow you to choose how many minutes, hours, days, or months before the start date your customers can cancel their appointment. Customer time zones. Check this option if you want to adjust appointable product times to the customer's time zone. Your customer can also manually change their automatically detected time zone in case they're traveling, and their set time zone is displayed throughout the booking process. Times are also displayed in their time zone in the confirmation, cancellation, and reminder emails that may be sent to them. You can also choose to hide the appointment price and instead show a custom text label, such as "Prices may vary." If you choose this option, your customers will not be required to make any payments online. If you need to set your appointment price based on your availability, then select Custom Pricing Rules. Let's say you charge your customer $50 for a 1-hour appointment, and you are available to take appointments from January through December, but you would like to increase your appointment price by $10 in December due to the holidays. Simply enter December 1st through December 31st for the date range, and on base cost, select the plus sign and enter 10. If you also want to charge a premium for the slots customers select when purchasing their appointment, then enter that under slot cost. Availability, what slots can be scheduled, can be controlled via the Availability tab, and you can define staff availability individually for each staff inside the staff's user edit screen. By default, availability for each slot in the range is checked. You can also check availability for starting slot only. For example, let's say you wanted to give your customers the option to book a 1-hour appointment between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Tuesday, and you provide them with 15-minute slots which they can select to purchase that appointment. If you select starting slot only and your first customer books at 8 a.m., your second customer will see no availability for the rest of the day. But if you select all slots in availability range, then your second customer will see the remaining slots available for that day. Check the Auto Select option if you want to automatically select the first available appointment slot for your customer. This way, your customer doesn't need to first pick the date and time, because it is auto-selected for them. If you check Restrict Start Days, then you can select the days of the week when appointments can start. This does not affect availability, but simply lets your customer know when you start your work week. If you have different availability throughout your appointable product, then select a range in Custom Availability. For example, if you are not available in December, but will take 5 emergency appointments 1 week before Christmas, then you'll create your first rules range from December 1st through the 31st and select No for appointable. Then you'll create your second rules range from December 17th through the 24th and select Yes for appointable. You'll want your second rule to override the first one, so be sure the second rule's priority number is less than the first rule's priority number. Capacity is for how many people you'll allow to attend your appointment. For example, if you offer a group session of 10 people max, then you'll enter 10 here. If you have staff, you can assign them to each appointable product. Before you can assign staff, you'll need to create your staff by selecting Staff in your vendor dashboard, selecting Add New, then entering their username, email, name, capabilities, and availability. Once you hit Submit, your staff will receive an email with login information. Staff members will click on the website link and log in to view their dashboard. Staff can also edit their options under their dedicated Edit screen. They can sync their profile with their own Google Calendar, set their own availability rules, view synced rules from Google Calendar, and assign and remove themselves from the appointable products. Staff availability is global, which means scheduling an appointment with staff for one appointable product will make the same staff unavailable for all other appointable products for that scheduled date and time. After linking staff to your appointable product, you can also give your staff a custom label. This will be shown on the product page. There are two types of staff selection. Select Customer Defined if you want your customer to choose your staff for their appointment. And select Automatically Defined if you want your staff to be automatically assigned to your customer appointment if they are available. Now, select the staff you want to apply to your appointable product. Enter an optional additional cost for each staff, which will be calculated into the overall product cost, and then enter quantity for how many appointments your staff member is willing to take during that time period. Now, add inventory information for your product. For appointable products, by default, only one appointment per available time slot is possible. With increasing inventory, you can take more appointments at one time. Use this with precaution so you don't overschedule yourself. This option is also useful if you want to take group appointments or classes, where you can limit the number of attendants to selected capacity. When inventory is set to more than one appointment per slot, your customer has the option to schedule multiple appointments by increasing the number of appointments in the quantity field. For instance, if you want to allow 3 slots to be booked at once, you should set the maximum order to 3. The same goes for the minimum order option. For other products, like physical or digital products, enter an optional SKU number. SKU stands for Stock Keeping Unit and is a unique identifier for each distinct product and service that can be purchased. Manage stock. Check this option to manage stock at the product level, and leave this option unchecked to manage stock at the variation level. For example, let's say you're selling 5 pre-printed green shirts and 5 pre-printed purple shirts. You'll leave the Manage Stock option unchecked so that as your shirts are sold, the inventory count will be deducted from each variation. Now, let's say you have 10 blank white shirts that you're willing to print in either green or purple, depending on what customers order. Then, you'll check the Manage Stock option so that you can customize the shirt colors as the orders come in. Select the stock status to let the customer know whether the product is or is not in stock. If you only want one item to be bought per order, then check the Sold Individually option. If you're selling a downloadable product, enter its name, upload the file, set an optional maximum number of times your customer is able to download the product, and enter an optional number of days that should elapse before the download is no longer available to your customer. If you want to pre-build a group of products your customer can see on the product page and add to their cart, then use the Grouped Products option. For example, let's say you're selling a bike but the helmet, knee pads, and elbow pads are sold separately. Then you'll select Grouped Product as the product type. Name it something like Manager's Bike Special. Then, under the Grouped Products option, select your 3 items: the bike, knee pads, and elbow pads. After you finish creating your grouped product, you can always go back and add or remove items from it when you edit your product. Shipping details. Before you enter your shipping details, you must first enable shipping for your store. To enable shipping, click Settings in your vendor dashboard. Click Shipping, and then check Enable Shipping. Select a processing time, which is the time it will take for you to prepare your store products for shipment to the customer. This is a store-wide setting that can be overruled when you select a processing time while creating a new product. Now select shipping type. There are 3 shipping types: shipping by country, by zone, and by weight. When you select shipping by country, enter default shipping price, which is the starting shipping price for each product. Per product additional price, an amount for each additional different item a customer buys. Per quantity additional price, an amount for each additional of the same item a customer buys. Free shipping minimum order amount. The customer will receive free shipping if the cost of their order is more than the amount listed here. Leave this blank to disable free shipping. Check Enable Local Pickup if you'd like to give your customer the option to pick up the product themselves. Enter a local pickup cost you would like your customer to pay when they select this option. Select the country the product is shipped from. Typically, this is the same country your store is located. Add the countries you deliver your products to. You can specify states as well. If you want the shipping price to be the same for all countries except for a few, then select the Everywhere Else option in the Country drop-down menu. When you select Shipping by Zone, select Add Shipping Methods to the zones you would like to ship to, and check Limit Zone Location to restrict your shipping to certain countries, states, and postal codes within that zone. Next, select Add Shipping Method and select as many available shipping methods you wish to offer your customers in that zone. If you're offering your customer flat rate shipping for this zone, select Edit under Flat Rate and enter a rule for how you want your flat rate to be calculated, whether it's quantity-based or percentage-based. For example, let's say you want to charge $10 shipping cost per item. Then, you'll enter a quantity-based rule. Simply type in 10 times quantity, exactly as it appears here. Now let's say you want your customer's shipping cost to be 10% of the total cost of their items. Then, you'll enter a percentage-based rule. Simply type in cost times fee percent, exactly as it appears here. Feel free to add in a minimum and maximum fee, as shown in the example, when creating your percentage-based rule. Enter optional additional shipping costs based on the shipping class of your product. When you select one of these classes, in the shipping options on the product creation page, the shipping class cost will be added to the overall shipping cost of the product. When you select shipping by weight, enter a minimum order amount the customer must make to get free shipping. Otherwise, leave this blank to keep free shipping disabled. If you want your customer to pick up your order, then check Enable Local Pickup and enter an optional local pickup cost. Now, add the countries you deliver your product to, and specify rates for the weight range. If you want the shipping price to be the same for all countries except for a few, then select the Everywhere Else option in the Country drop-down menu. For example, let's say you want to charge your customer $5 for orders totaling less than 7 pounds, and $10 for orders totaling more than 7 pounds. Then, on your first weight rule, you'll select Weight Up To and simply enter 7 for weight and 5 for cost. And on your second weight rule, you'll select Weight More Than and enter 7 for weight and 10 for cost. Now that you've enabled shipping for your store, enter the shipping options for your product, such as weight, dimensions, shipping class, and processing time. To add attributes to your product, click Add and enter the name and values of each attribute as shown in this example. Now you can enter the variations of all the attributes you created. Select the default attribute values you would like your customer to see when they enter your product page. Now choose your bulk options. The most common choice will be to select Create Variations from all attributes. For example, if you offer a shirt in 3 colors and 3 sizes, then your customer can select 9 different variations. Click OK in the dialog box that pops up, and the page will reload with all of your variations. Select the drop-down arrow and edit each variation. If you want to include items at no extra cost for the variation you're editing, then add those items under Chained Products. Select Manage Stock for those chained products if you wish for your inventory to be deducted when those chained items are included with your customer's order. If you decide to come back and add or remove attributes later, remember to update your variations afterward. Now choose the products you would like your customers to see as they continue to shop in your store. Upsells are products which you recommend instead of the currently viewed product. For example, products that are more profitable or better quality or more expensive. Cross-sells are products which you promote in the customer's shopping cart based on the current product. Bundle sells are optional products that can be selected and added to the cart along with the current product. If you're offering your customers tickets for an event, create your ticket fields, your printed ticket, and your ticket email. For bundled options, select standard, tabular, or grid layout of how you want your customers to view and configure their own bundles in the shopping cart. If you happen to have a lot of bundling options for your customer, their bundling configuration might get a little crowded on their smartphone. In this case, you might want to select Before tabs on Form Location. This option gives your customer more room on their screen to configure their bundle. Otherwise, in most cases, you'll leave the form location setting on default. The item grouping option controls the visibility and indentation of parent-child line items in your customer's shopping cart. In the grouped option, bundled items in the cart are grouped under a parent line item named after the product bundle itself. Bundled items are indented and bundled item quantities are kept in sync with the quantity of their parent. You must select this option when creating pre-assembled bundles and/or bundles with a base price. In the flat and none options, the bundled items are not indented and include a reference to the bundle they belong to. Now add products to the bundle you would like your customers to configure for themselves. Select the Priced Individually option if you wish to discount the product when your customer adds that product to their bundle. Now it's time to prime your product page for the search engines. Enter a focus keyword or key phrase. This should appear in your product title and in the first paragraph of your product description. Then, enter a meta description. This is a small sentence that will be seen when your product shows up in online search results. So, it should be no more than 156 characters long. If you need to take a deposit for your product, select Enable Deposits. Select whether the deposit is a %, fixed amount, or payment plan. Enter a deposit amount. Select an optional payment plan if you want to offer that to your customer, and select the default selected deposit type that will be shown to your customer. Use the Components option to offer your customers composite products, such as custom-built computers, skateboards, and made-to-order jewelry. Select your layout, which is how your customer sees the configuration screen. Select the form location. Select the catalog price and whether you will allow your customer to edit their configuration from their shopping cart. And finally, add the products to the components. Add-ons are useful if your items come with extra services or features, such as gift wrapping, engraving, adding logos to shirts, or adding topics to a scheduled consultation. The possibilities of add-ons are endless, but here is a general idea of what your product will look like in your store and your customer's shopping cart when you apply add-ons. If you have product-specific policies that are different from your store-wide policies, then enter those specific policies here. Now enter your advanced options, such as enabling reviews. Currently, reviews are only allowed from verified purchasers. Entering a menu order number, which is a custom position your product will be if you're offering your customer a menu. Entering an optional purchase note to the customer after they purchase, and selecting whether your customer can edit items in their cart. Finally, set the commission your affiliates should receive when they refer customers to purchase your product. Under Commission Rule, select Personalize. If someone referred you as a vendor, their commission is 2% of the sale price after the 4% platform fee is deducted. This is set by the administrator and should not be changed. For all other affiliates who promote your product, enter a % commission or a fixed commission amount. We recommend keeping your commission calculation selection as on commission. This simply means that if your product is $100 and the e-commerce platform fee is 4%, then your affiliates will receive their commission from your $96, not the full $100. Check out the affiliate tutorial to learn more. Congratulations! You have completed your vendor product tutorial.